the Unrelaxed podcast. I'm your host, Christine Leonidakis.
And I'm your host, Amanda Ellenson.
And we are so excited and grateful that you decided to tune in and listen to us today.
Yeah, we're going to talk about ourselves, basically.
Yeah.
Everyone's been waiting to hear the first episode. Short and sweet today. There was a lot of traffic coming in here.
Yeah.
45 minutes to get to
Truck
Oshawa.
on fire.
Yeah.
This truck is on fire. I had to.
Oh, shit, okay.
I hope everyone's okay.
I think so.
Oh, no.
Who should go first?
Okay. So basically this episode is going to be an introduction. We're going to talk about what the Unrelaxed podcast is, how it came into existence, what does Unrelaxed even mean? What does it mean to us?
Everyone's wondering.
Yeah. Who we are as people, like as your host. We want to make sure that everyone feels like some sort of connection to us, obviously. Yeah. Like, who are you listening to for the coming weeks, months, years?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Years.
Hopefully decades.
Yeah, hopefully years to come.
Decades to come. And then, like, what can you expect if you continue tuning in? And yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, sweet. Amanda, what's the Unrelaxed podcast?
Okay,
how did it come into be?
So how it came into be. So I was at a yoga class, Pilates. I hate yoga. And at the end of it, they do a yoga session and they make you relax. And they're like, okay, now relax your mind. And I'm like, one eye kind of open, looking around at everyone to see if everyone else is relaxed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, I can't relax. I'm thinking about bills. I'm thinking about what I got to do with Scarlett the next day. You know, kid stuff, like everything in the world. Yeah. And I can't relax. And
I can't relax right now because you have a black piece in your hair. Okay, it's not a bug. It's like something black. Oh, sorry, everyone. See, again, like we can't just relax.
No,
like,
we can't relax.
See, my eye was just like focused on that.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
So then, like, I was talking to Christine, and I was like, I just don't feel relaxed. And then we're both kind of like unrelaxed, and then Unrelaxed podcast.
Yeah,
couldn't think of it, right? Better name, right? We're the same. Our brains are kind of going the same.
Yeah, and we're both moms,
Yeah.
so like. I think we live in like a society where we're like constantly told to be mindful and like have this mindful practice and like be calm and zen and like, you know, you hear it from men all the time. Just relax. Just relax. And it's like, I can't relax. Like there's so many things on our minds and you know, you try to take a nap and I can't just close my eyes and shut my brain off. So it just like worked out perfectly that Amanda and I are very similar when it comes to just not being able to relax.
And nothing makes you more mad than someone telling you to relax or calm down. That makes me pissed off even more. That's like the unrelaxed. No. So that's where the Unrelaxed came to be.
Yeah. And we actually went out to dinner one night and she was talking about all the business ideas that she had and like the project she was starting and I'm on maternity leave and I'm like, I want to start a business. So when we were talking, we're like, what can we do? So we had a couple meetings together and we were just chatting about different business ideas. And then we thought, okay, we're very similar, but also very different in many ways. And like how we decide to parent or run our homes and like how we decide to age and like beauty standards and stuff like that. That we were like, you know what, this could be really fun showing the contrast between like two friends that have polar opposite views on a few things and how we can still be friends and have different opinions on things. Yeah, exactly. We don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck.
Oh, I forgot my sunglasses.
Oh shit, where are they?
I don't know.
Okay. Whatever.
Next episode, I'll have the sunglasses on. We're supposed to be cohesive before we have failed. So then we were just chatting and we were like, okay, let's start a podcast and just start talking about topics that people are uncomfortable talking about and we're comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's how it came to be.
And hopefully you guys enjoy this for the next 20, 30, 50 plus years.
Hopefully we're alive past 50 years.
Sydney and Scarlett will be doing this.
When Sydney and Scarlett are little babies.
Yes.
Okay, on that topic, who are we?
Okay, well, let's see. We're both 35 years old.
Tell me about yourself.
Okay. I'll go with
dreaded, like, when you go in an interview and they're like, tell me about yourself.
Sew my arm off instead. This is like tell me a fun fact about yourself at work, and I hate that, but
you're like put on the spot. Well, I'm putting you on the spot. Like,
it's fine.
Tell everyone, like, from the beginning, like, your childhood, your education, to, like, your relationship, to, like, where you are now.
All right. So, you know, I post a lot about myself and my stories. People know, like, a lot about me just through social media. Yeah. But, so... I grew up in Whitby, Ontario. Never left. Moved to Vancouver for a little bit, but that was only a year. I've got my dad, my mom, my two brothers. They're both younger than me. God, correct me if I'm wrong. One is 31. Brandon, don't kill me. He could be 30, 31. Chris just turned 34. We're super close. Like my parents are my life, and same with you, Christine. Honestly, I still rely on friend. Yeah, same. I rely on my parents for everything. Still. Even like the way, like my house today, I had help from my parents. I did not do that on my own, and thank God that they helped me, or else I wouldn't be where I am today. And I don't care when people are like, oh, mommy and daddy helped you. Are you going to help
You're gonna
help your kids if they ask,
Exactly.
right? If I have the means to help my daughter when she's 34, 35, I'm going to fucking help her.
Exactly.
And I was 28 when I got my first house, so I needed help. So me and my mom bought it together. When we sold it, I paid her back with the deposit she paid. I took the rest of my money, then I bought my next house, and that's how it went.
We should totally like talk about on like an episode how we did what we did.
Absolutely.
You know, because I think people just assume like, oh my gosh, they got everything handed to them, or oh my gosh, how did they do it on their own? And it's like, okay, well, there's ways around the financial system and how you can get ahead by being smart.
Exactly.
We can chat about that.
Exactly. Yeah, and then, I mean, my career, my gosh, I've done a bunch of different things. I'm sure people can relate. I have not been in one job for like 10 years, okay? I took dental assisting, huge mistake. I did that probably 3 or 4 years. Then I worked at RBC and did insurance, okay? Moved to Vancouver for a year after that. Came back to Sunwing. I was a flight attendant for 5 years. And I kind of stuck to the travel company. I worked with a tour booking company, and now I just got a position at Airbnb.
Love it.
And yeah.
Love it.
You go, Christine.
No, then your relationship. Like,
oh shoot! God, relationship.
I love him, but
oh
I
my
forgot
God.
about him.
No, okay, well, because we all know this one was fresh, and yes, I got engaged quick, but I don't care.
Not everyone knows. Tell them.
I know. So I was dating. Everyone knows I went on my fair share of dates. Like it was just, it's a bad pool out there. It's sorry for all the single ladies. It's gonna happen. I promise you. If it happened to me, it's gonna happen. So I met him on Facebook.
Yeah, but you're a mega babe.
Well,
so obviously it's gonna happen
so
for you.
So cute. You're making me blush. So me and Chris met on Facebook dating. He's 42, so we're 7 years apart. He's got 2 boys. And honestly, we went on a couple of dates. We hit it off. We went on a vacation to St. Martin in February where oh my God, he got booked a hotel, like a private hotel to get like a tour at, and like when I got out of the car, I'm just like, oh my God, like someone's getting married here. There's a whole beautiful setup. There was flowers, this archway, this sunrise, and this guy's taking us around the whole place. And then all of a sudden I'm like standing out there, and I turn around and Chris got on his knee, like,
oh, beautiful rock.
Nicest ring, and I was just like obviously shook. He had a photographer behind me, so we had all our engagement shoot was done in that day. Then we had a really nice dinner afterwards. Finished off the vacation. There was like 2 days left, and I've already booked the wedding venue, booked the DJ, the flowers, the photographer. I've got the signage booked. Like it's done. Yeah. So.
And you guys have been together 6 months?
7. Yeah, 7
That's
months. But you know what? When you know,
you know. Especially at this age too. It's like we're not messing around.
Exactly. I was like, why am I waiting? Like everyone's like, you should wait. Okay, so when we're together a year and a half from now, it's okay for you guys. Like my timeline works for you guys now.
Your timeline has to work for you. Not for other people.
Yeah, exactly. Our weddings, we set it 2 years ahead of the engagement date. So it's just like, some people. My fiance's parents were together for 5 months, and they got engaged and married. They've been together for 47 years, I think she said. So.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's cute
like,
as hell.
the fact that you're like following in their footsteps. Yeah. You didn't even know that was gonna happen.
Exactly. And even like at the beginning, like we still have our lives. I still hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
Without him,
yeah,
he'll go and do things without me. Like it's not just like people always say, oh, like you're fresh, you don't want to come out. No, I come out.
Yeah, exactly.
We just went out.
We just went
out together without our kids. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, it's been great. Love you, Chris.
Oh. What a way to end your little life story. That's so cute. I love it. Okay, now about me. Yay, fun. Well, I was born in Ontario and then moved to New Brunswick when I was a baby, so I don't really remember it other than like watching baby videos back and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then moved to British Columbia, and I lived in British Columbia for a large portion of my life, and then moved back to Ontario, where I currently live.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, I lived there for like 11 or 12 years, I think. Love it. British Columbia is like the best place ever. And then I went to school for criminology and justice and got my honors degree in that.
Yes, you did.
And then
you got a smart one here.
And then I wanted to be a lawyer, and then quickly realized that was not for me. Mm-hmm. Like the money sounds great, and it sounds like an interesting job, obviously, but like the hours, I just realized that I wanted more like flexibility with my life. So then I panicked. I'm like in my early 20s, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just went to school for 4 years in a very specific field. It wasn't like I did business or something where you can apply that to a lot. I'm like, I did criminology. What am I supposed to do now? Like, so then I panicked, and then I'm like, okay, well, what do I enjoy? And I was like, okay, I enjoy real estate. So then I thought, okay, I thought about being a real estate lawyer, so why don't I just do real estate? So then I got my real estate license, and I did real estate in my early 20s. Did that for a couple years, and then I left just abruptly, like everyone does in their early 20s, hopping around jobs. I left, and then I got into finance randomly and got my life insurance license and my mutual funds license, and ran a financial planning practice with a gentleman who had like a large financial planning business, and then randomly went in one day and I just decided to quit, like being dumb and 20. And then I'm like, after I did it, I'm like, what did I just do? Like, I went back to my parents' house because I lived with my parents in my 20s, like everyone does nowadays. And I'm like, I just quit my job. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I'm an idiot. So I went to a Starbucks and I'm like, I'm just going to apply to a million different places.
You applied to Starbucks?
No. I went into a Starbucks to like apply to a bunch of jobs.
Gotcha.
So I go to Starbucks and I see this girl that I hadn't seen like in a long time. She was like one of my closest friends in elementary school and high school. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? And she's like, I work here and I actually just quit. So I'm like, for me, that was kind of like a random, like I call it a God moment just because I'm religious, but like other people would call it like coincidence or whatever. And she's like, oh, I just quit and I applied to like this software as a service company. And she's like, I got interviewed and hired like immediately. And I'm like, okay, where is this place? What are you doing? She's like, I have no idea what the job is, but like they're hiring. Yeah. So I applied while I'm in the Starbucks, and while I'm in the Starbucks, I got asked to come in for an interview. So I went in like the next day to interview at this place, and then 9 years later, I still work for that company.
That's the company?
That's the company
no way.
Yeah, so it was just like such an amazing moment to like bump into this girl. She told me about this company. Anyway, so I actually started in the call center, and I was like, it sounds terrible, but I was so embarrassed because I felt like I had done all this education and then here I am, I felt like I was taking a step back, but to be honest, I absolutely loved it. Yeah. And I just like was obsessed with it. It was a great job and I learned so many amazing skills, and then just kind of moved up, and now I'm the director of client support at that company. And then met my husband through Amanda. Kind of through you. And now we have a beautiful 9-month-old baby, and I'm no longer working there because I'm on maternity leave. So that's kind of how this podcast came into fruition, because it's like, I'm on maternity leave and I want to do something creative. And
me too. Not on maternity leave, but we want to do something.
So here we are.
Trying to build our own kind of brand and like, no offense, nobody wants, we don't want to work anymore, we want to be there for our kids, right? So we're trying to do something more creative. Exactly. Like, I love my job, don't get me wrong, and like I want to stay there as long as I can, but like I feel like it's gonna sound terrible, but like I don't feel like I have any hobbies. Like when people ask like, what's your hobby? Do you play guitar? Do you play piano? Do you sing? Do you have dance lessons? Do you play tennis or volleyball? Nobody ever has hobbies.
No. I'm like, I
go to the gym.
I go shopping, and I
like
drink wine with
my
friends.
Exactly. No, honestly,
and hang out with my daughter.
I hate that. And everybody our age hates that. What hobbies do you have? Like, I don't go outside and play with my friends anymore. I don't do that anymore.
I don't know.
Hobbies trinkle. Is the gym a hobby? It's a hobby.
I guess. So now this is our hobby. It's like, this is a way to like be creative and like do something fun.
Exactly. Like that. I like to clean. Everyone.
Amanda is like the biggest clean freak. Oh, so funny. We were having a conversation about like cleaning and stuff like that, and I'm obsessed with cleaning too. But the way we clean is totally different. Totally. She was like, she posted on social media like fairly recently of like is it Scentsy or like and Scentsy and
the candle.
Oh my gosh, what's the big company?
Bath and Body Works.
You will never catch me with Scentsy or Bath and Body Works in my house, because all I think about is like I'm lighting a carcinogen and just like asking for cancer. So I'm like all natural products throughout my house. And Amanda's just like,
absolutely
make it rain with delicious smells and cancers.
Exactly. I'm just like, I used to sit in a smoking section when my dad smoked in my face when I was a kid. So I'm like, this candle's the last.
You were outing your dad.
Sorry, Dad. Love you. My dad quit. He just vapes 24/7 now. That's okay.
Good for him. Quitting one and joining another.
Quit one bad habit and off to another. That's how it is.
It's hard.
Speaking of bad habits, I feel like you quit one and then you just pick up another.
Do you have any bad habits? I know. I'm trying to think.
No, I do. Well, that cleaning, like my OCD, and like I don't know. Is that a habit? Like people, my dad's like, can you sit down and watch this movie? And I get up and I start cleaning. Like it's just a routine I got into. Is that bad? I used to talking over people. Is that a habit?
Yeah.
I talk over people, and I feel like I talk fast because I want to get my word out there, and that's like my downfall. And my whole family.
It's hard to like stop and just listen and like take it all in.
Thank
and
you.
Then wait, and then you're like, oh shoot, what did they just say? I think I missed a million things that I wanted to say because I was listening too long. And
that's the problem.
And you're like, oh!
That's my problem, and I hate that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't bite. You bite animal. My nails are fake. I don't bite them now.
Okay.
Forgot about your nails.
Okay.
Oh my god!
So
I forgot about your nails.
Amanda and I were supposed to record this episode last week,
Holy
and she
shit.
messages me and she's like, "This just goes to show the difference
Yes,
between us."
yes.
It's so funny. She's like, "I can't record today because
No.
I have to go get my nail done."
I had a nail off.
One nail off. Okay, look how beautiful her nails are. Just show
now
the,
they are.
show the camera
because I got them fixed.
Because she got them fixed, and that's why we couldn't record this episode. And here I am. Okay, I have really bad I don't know if it's eczema or what it is. I haven't had it looked at yet. But my hands in the wintertime are bleeding and cracking like crazy. Like the most painful
One of my friends
thing.
have that too.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And usually it doesn't branch out. Like once it gets sunny, I don't have this problem. But I do. So now my knuckles are bleeding and cracking in the kill. And I couldn't get my nails done for this.
Wait, I don't.
It hurts.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I couldn't
And
get
you
my
try
nails
every
done.
cream out there?
Everything,
I'm sure you
and
have.
it just burns.
Okay, I forgot your nails, but your nail beds are strong. Mine are cut and shredded.
Okay, my nails are
shredded.
Awful, and
I didn't even mean to point them.
Yeah, so bad. Okay, they're so bad. So I wanted to get them done for this.
Yes.
But I couldn't because my daughter booked like a big commercial.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my god, I forgot to ask. Is our dear friend Eddie? He's like, Christine got the commercial. I'm like, wait. I'm like, oh shit, because I remember you telling me you guys were. You applied or audition.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. So
Tell us what
she booked. I can't go into all the details just yet, but she booked a big commercial, and we're going in this week and next week. Like there's a bunch of dates, and they're usually really strict about what your nails are because it's a commercial. So I'm like, I can't put color on my nails. I can't even do French tip because they might just tell me to take them off. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go spend $100. So I'm like, this is real life, ladies, and gentlemen. Like, no, I didn't always have nice things, and
I forgot because you had one kind of mine where one came off or whatever peeled off, and I thought maybe you had that thing done.
And I have we're going totally off topic here, but whatever.
Do it.
So you probably have this too. Like when you go traveling, you have a fake wedding ring that looks like
I
your
haven't
real.
got one yet. I need one because I just
you should. Yeah. So I have a fake ring that I bring with me that looks like my actual ring that I bring on vacation. So my fingers have been so swollen because they're cracking so much. Yeah. So I've been wearing my fake ring, and then today I'm like, I'm gonna wear for the episode, our podcast. I'm gonna wear my real ring, and I wanted it in our photos and stuff like that. And then I said to my husband today, and I'm like, I can't find my real ring. No. I've never lost it ever. I always put it in the same spot. But my husband was just in LA for a bachelor party.
Oh, that's where he was.
Yeah, he was in California, and for whatever reason, I told myself in my mind if he's away and somebody breaks in, I should have my real ring hidden, maybe in our safe, and then have my fake ring out on the counter. So if someone breaks in, here, take my diamonds, whatever, but it's fake, and they have no idea. So I put my real ring in a hiding spot, which makes no sense, Amanda, because we literally have a safe. Yeah. So I'm like, why didn't I just put it in the safe? So then I'm like, I don't know where the secret hiding spot was. So I hate that. I hate that. So my husband's like, you better find that hiding spot.
Yeah, you get in trouble.
Yeah. So I'm wearing
Alex
a fake
will be
ring.
coming and I get you in trouble.
It won't be happy.
I didn't hide it. I had to just put it in my pocket while I was cleaning, and I put it not through the wash. I put it in the hamper, and I was like, oh my god, my ring. And Chris is like, I just bought that.
Yeah. You're so irresponsible.
Yeah, I found it. I've never. Yeah, but when you make those mistakes, you're like, hey, I'm never doing that again.
Never doing it again.
So mistakes are good to make because they are a learning experience.
Yeah, sometimes they're good to make. Sometimes they're just.
Exactly.
Anyways, how did we meet?
I love.
Maybe we shouldn't say the name of the store.
No.
Maybe,
okay.
Maybe we just say
it's an old
sports store.
It's an old sports store that everyone knows.
Just in case.
Everyone knows.
Yeah. Everyone in. I don't know if it's
good idea.
Canada wide or U.S. or.
I honestly think it might be province because it closed down now and it's just So there was an old store in Whitby, Victoria area. Everyone knows what it is. It was the best times ever. When was it? 2007, I think I got the job.
Yeah. How old were we?
18, 19. Because we graduated in 2007. I think 08 is when I got the job.
Okay, so we would have been 17, 18.
Yeah. So we met a lot of our friends there, a lot, and it was the best times. First of all, the early 2000s were just the best.
They were such a good time.
It was a vibe.
Everything was so different then. Like nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
In the workplace, like your managers could do things that nowadays
you
get fired for like instantly.
Oh
it
yeah,
would absolutely be harassment or whatever.
We thought nothing of it though. Like our minds just didn't go where everyone's minds do now. Yeah. That's why I wish I could have my life now and just go back. Have my family, but be that.
Honestly, anyone who was like an 80s, 90s baby and then like grew up in their teens in the 2000s, it was the best.
Like we were all hitting on each other, making jokes, like off-site jokes, and we like. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was so funny. Like so you didn't immediately go to HR when something you were said something super inappropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we met at the sports store and we just hit it off because we were just rebellious party animal kind of girls, very irresponsible. Like they could rely on us because we worked a lot, but
and we came to work hungover as hell.
We would come into work very hungover, but then we would also call in sick preemptively. Because we knew there was a party going on. We're like, we would literally tell our manager. Like I remember you called in once, and I can't remember what you said.
I said I'm going to Junction tomorrow. I'm going to be hungover. Please, I can't come into my shift. And I never got fired.
And you didn't get fired. Didn't get fired. It was just like, okay, go have fun.
Yeah.
But we have so many funny stories from this place. So there was this big sale that they had. I won't even say the name of the sale because if I say the name of the sale, people will know the store.
People will know.
So there's this massive sale, and the managers would call in every single employee to come in and work that sale because they would literally give out. There would be a lineup of people outside the door, and remember they would give out garbage bags for people to fill the garbage bags. Nowadays, you think of a crime like
I was about to say the sale name. I know what your sale you're talking about.
Hell no, you are not handing out garbage bags for people to stuff with whatever items they wanted because that's how big the discounts were.
And there was like no alarms or something.
No alarms, no nothing, and people we would just trust that they weren't going to steal this stuff. Anyways, so there was like a footwear section and like all that, and there was always this one girl, I'm not going to say her name, but she always was missing during these big sales. You're like, okay, you saw her come in, you saw her scan her key card in, but then like she just she was just gone. And we had these little like pager systems where you'd be like, hey Amanda, like I need your help back here. So I was working in footwear and I'm trying to find a particular pair of shoes for like this customer, and in the back room, like remember they had like, it was not scaffolding, but like big shelving units.
Yeah,
it was,
for the shoes.
Yeah, it was like probably 10 feet tall. It was a very tall
I think they still have them in the stores.
Probably.
Same thing,
and it's just like all the shoes stacked, and you were supposed to use a ladder, obviously, for safety, and climb the ladder. But no, we literally just like raw dogged it, like climbing the shelves like a monkey. So like this one particular pair of shoes was at the very, very top, like 10 feet up. So I'm climbing like a monkey trying to get these shoes. And I kid you not, this girl was up at the top, blankets, pillows, everything, sleeping at the top of this freaking thing. And I'm like,
never got fired, so.
Didn't get fired. And we all joked about it. The managers knew about it. And
I know.
Nobody fired this girl. And she didn't give two shits. She was just like, I'm just going to stay up here. Whatever. Just like, leave me to sleep. Just act like you didn't see me.
I love that.
I'm like, all right. And then she got paid what did we get paid? Like $6.50
oh my
an hour.
God. Honestly, I think I was just talking about this with Eddie. He was our dear friend now. Dear friend. Like, I act like he's dead. Like, our good friend. He was in the back, so he was getting paid like 14, and I'm like, damn, I'm jealous.
He was
like,
getting 14 an hour?
He was a shipper, 14. I think we got 8 or 9.
I feel like it was less than that, because I remember one time I got a raise to like 8.75 or something, and I was like, woohoo!
Oh my God, I used to be back in the day, like, you're making $14 an hour, like, that's so good. Now that's like, minimum wage is 17, right?
I have no idea what minimum wage is now.
Well, we also had this guy that would come, like, he worked with us, and he would take his old shoes off, put them in a new box, put the new shoes on, and then when people would be coming to the back and wanting to buy shoes, and we'd grab those we didn't know, we opened the box, these old stinky shoes.
I remember
one time, him.
Yeah, literally he would come in and he would be wearing one set of shoes, and then he would leave in another set of shoes, and we'd be like, yo, nice kicks. We all knew what he was doing. But like, it was the worst when you'd like go to the back, you'd grab the proper pair of shoes for a customer, and then you'd bring the box to the customer and open it up, and it's these ratty ass like Reeboks, and you're like, I don't know what these are doing in here.
I know.
And then you go to the back and you're like, oh my gosh.
God, you need to find them.
Yeah. And I think the managers had to have known.
Yeah.
Like, this kid.
There's no way.
There's absolutely no way.
No.
So like,
that was like the best times.
Oh, the things we got away with then were so unreal.
I know.
I miss it. What time is it?
Almost 5:30.
Oh shoot!
I gotta head to a little work meeting
Amanda
shortly.
has to work. Okay, anyway, she's got 6 minutes
got 6
until
minutes.
she has to log in. We'll be really quick.
Do we want to go over our topics or?
Yeah, okay, so basically,
Should I grab my laptop and just have it on login?
No, it's okay, we'll be fine. Sorry about that, this is real life.
Yeah, it's real life. This is why we're not even going to edit this part out.
Yeah, this is why we're not relaxed, because life is not.
It took me. Yeah, and the time took me to get here. We were supposed to set up at 4. I was 4:40. It's 5:24 now. I got a meeting at 5:30, and this is what we're doing.
Yeah, basically
just to get it out for you guys.
Just to get it out for you guys, exactly. Basically, we just wanted to tell you guys what you can expect from the podcast. Like, if you continue tuning in, like, obviously today was just rambling and doing an introduction and hoping that you guys feel a little bit more connected to who we are as people and what our personalities are like. But future episodes, we're going to be talking about like beauty, aging, being 35,
being
and
moms.
like being moms,
friends at our age. How do you
maintain friendships, parenting, like faux pas and whatnot, dating, marriage, love, finances, real estate. Like, we'll talk about literally any and everything. And we actually got some amazing topics from people. We put out there on the podcast, like, does anyone have topics they want us to discuss? And we actually got so many topics about specifically around friendships in your 30s. So we definitely will have that as like a maybe next topic.
Whichever
topic. We got friendships that fall apart as you get older, how to maintain and meet new friends in your 30s. What do we love about ourselves?
Oh, good
so
one.
Somebody wants to know like what we love about ourselves. How to not feel like a roommate with your partner after kids and marriage.
Yes.
Pressure to be a girl boss in today's society and contribute the same, if not more, than men. That's a big one. Pressure to follow a specific plan in life, like marriage, kids, white picket fence, all that. The embarrassment of being 35 and having your parents pay for everything still. Not embarrassing at all.
Not at all.
Keep it up as long as you can.
At all. Yeah.
How did we decide we wanted kids? Her fiance always wanted kids, but now he's 50-50. She's always wanted to be a mother. How do I restart my life and give up the last 3 years?
We're open to suggestions, like anything you guys want to talk about.
Yeah. How to build your own village when we don't have family and you feel lonely. That one made me really sad.
Oh. Somebody said that?
Yeah. Would you date your best friend? And dating in 2025 and men not being traditional anymore.
Oh.
So those were, I know.
That is my favorite topic because it's so true. And there's women though that aren't doing their
fair share.
Yeah, duties either. Like, they're not being feminine, so like men kind of are stopping too. So you can't just blame one sex. But
yeah. So those are just some of the topics that we were given. We'll be talking about Botox and beauty and aging naturally and all of that. We are so excited and we appreciate you guys listening in.
Yeah. Tune in next week to get unrelaxed, and do not forget, we will do a new episode each week.
Yeah.
Right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're trying. With our schedules, we're trying to have one each week. It's hard, but
it's hard with a baby.
Yeah, and my 4-year-old and work now.
If
I was on mat leave, then it would be easier, right? I wouldn't have to work and attend meetings like I do in 3 minutes. But
that's a wrap. Thanks, Unrelaxed crew.
Thank you. Woo!